Morning, Dr. Kim.
Hey, Colby, how are you today?
Good. We're back again.
We are. We just like that movie Groundhog Day. Here we come again. So we're here.
Always a pleasure. Always exciting. It's been a great week, and I'm excited what we get to talk about today. And
I am too.
stop believing that you suck, and start believing that God made you with gifts and talents. And so we're going to talk about that a little bit today.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's easy for us to get into that as guys, especially. We put expectations on ourselves. Other people put expectations on ourselves, and I think a lot of times when we don't live up to those, or maybe in our mind we think we fail, instead of thinking, okay, this is a learning opportunity. What I learned from this, what's God going to teach me from this? We just put ourselves down, and it's not fun feeling like you suck.
Not at all. I've been there, done that, still in there at times. There's still times that you battle. And so much of it is almost claiming over your mind, your thoughts of how God made you. And you know that God is not a God of confusion. He didn't create us with this confusing. He has a specific purpose and plan. That confusion comes from Satan. And so anytime that you have this thought of like, I'm not good enough, I suck, why did you make me this way? That's Satan trying to fill your mind with lies that are not necessarily true. And you have to take hold of those captive in those thoughts and understand that God created you with purpose, with a reason, with gifts and abilities that he wants to use for his glory and for you to benefit other people as well. So it's something that we have to really, I know I do. I have to really work hard against.
I do too. And I think sometimes it even helps to write some of those truths down that God believes about us. I think the fact that one that really hit me the first time I heard it was that no matter what I do today, God's not going to love me any more or any less. And when you let that go, I mean, that's just unconditional love. That's like, I can't do something so great that he's going to just put me up from a 8 to a 10. Now I'm already at a 10. And there's nothing I can do that's going to pull me down to a 1 because I'm a 10. And so I think keeping those truths in, and you're right, the world battles us with that. The enemy uses it. And so I think it is a fight a lot of times, but the fight's worth it. I don't like feeling those feelings when I think I suck. I just don't like it. I'd much rather say, okay, man, this didn't go like I thought it would. God, what do I learn from this? And thank you that you love me as much as you do, no matter what I do.
Yeah. And you also, and with next step, like things that you can do also, writing it down is fantastic. That's a key part. Even having people speak into you and say, hey, what do you see in me that you see that I believe are true? And what is it that I'm not, that I'm not believing that I need to start believing? And so having people speak into your life in that aspect as well, and spending time with God alone and saying, God, what do you see? Fill me up and block out the lies and the thoughts that aren't true, because you don't suck. You are somebody that's special and important. But those are a couple other applicable things that you can do.
No, that's great. I think anything we can do to keep that truth in front of us. I love the idea you said about letting other believers speak into us. We all need to have other Christian guys around that we build each other up. We just, because we all go through tough times. And then certainly the word, God speaks to us in prayer. Those are great. All those are basic things, but they make a difference.
Yeah. And you do that for my man and I when it comes to things what we're going through. Like, Dr. Kim, what do you think? And you'll help speak some life and value into us and help us feel and kind of convince us that there's some things that we're believing that not necessarily true. So having somebody speak into your life is absolutely important and something that we need to have. If you don't have, you need to have. The other things when it comes to your gifts, if God created you with gifts, and we know that he did, then what is it that you're doing to exercise those gifts? You're going to feel more alive and more and closer to him when you're utilizing some of the gifts that he's created you to really fine point and fine tune who you are. And so that really stops making you feel like you suck. It's like, no, look what I'm doing. Look at what God is using me to do when I'm in my sweet spot and using those gifts. So that's another thing that you can do to really help you figure out where it is that stop believing the lies that you suck.
Absolutely, because I think sometimes if we're not using the gifts God's given us, we can fall into that because we're not being fulfilled. I think the real fulfillment in our lives comes with a relationship with God, knowing He has a purpose for us and carrying that out, whatever that is, whether it's as a dad, a husband, ministry, whatever God calls you to. When you're using those gifts, that fills that gap.
Oh yeah, so good, good. We hope that this is something. I've got nothing else. Do you have anything else?
No, that's good. That's good.
And I really do hope this is something that inspires you and encourages you guys, because we know, you and I both know how important this is and how much we've had it happen to us, and we continue to have to battle through some of those things and taking those thoughts captive of like, no, I don't. God, you created me with a purpose, and you're not
right.
confused.
Absolutely.
So this is absolutely good. Great. Great talk today. Thanks, Dr. Kim. And you guys can continue to find us on A Better Man podcast. And you guys can check it out. We just had our last one launched last week, if I'm not mistaken. Our newest one launched next, over parenting. So check
go
it
to
out.
iTunes, go to the Awesome Marriage website. You can find it either place, or wherever you listen to podcasts, you should be able to find it there.
That's right. Share it with your friends and family. Let them know about it. Next week, we're talking about stop believing the lies that you are weak and start believing that you are strong. And so we're going to talk about that next week. I can't wait. I'm sorry, 2 weeks from now.
2 weeks
from now.
2
so
weeks.
I can't wait.
All right. Have a good weekend, guys.
You guys have a great week and continue to live the be a better man, right? What do we need to say every week? Don't be an okay man.
Be a better man.
There we go.
We got it. Good job.